Hello everyone, Chevy Moon here. So today I'll be telling you guys how to age your pet faster in Adopt Me. Well, there are some few ways on how to age your pet fast in Adopt Me. They're just some helpful ways on how to age up your pet fast. And these are based on my experiences and what other experienced. Well, there are 5 tips that I could share on how to age up a pet fast in Adopt Me. And they're quite just easy to follow. Anyway, I'm really sorry about my previous how to make neons faster video. I really messed up big time. Anyway, this'll be like the part 2 of that video, but quite different in concepts. Anyway, aging up pet in Adopt Me is for sure is multi-purpose. I mean, it is very important, especially if you're a neon or a mega maker, or even an aging potion grinder or a bucks grinder. What makes it so important that there are some players who makes grinding their passion, including how I am a neon maker. Anyway, so aging pets in Adopt Me is quite a hard thing to do. It takes effort, patience, and time. So let me get myself clear. If you were to follow all of these tips that I'll be sharing, basically doesn't mean that your pet will automatically be full grown. Because as I said, aging up a pet takes time. So it's like I'm just lending some possible ways to make the process much faster. So in my previous tips video I told you guys about how I make neons faster, and it already includes aging up a pet. So, oh my gosh, what is going on here? Yo, I didn't know about this lol. Why is its information in the side now? Like what? I just noticed. Now it's pretty obvious that I didn't play Adopt Me for several days lol. I didn't know they changed it. What's the purpose lol? Away back to the video. So we all know different types of rarities in Adopt Me host different types of aging process. From common to legendary, the aging process would go from ascending order. I mean, the rarer the pet, the harder you could raise it. Well, the legendary pets are the highest rarities, which means they're the hardest to raise. Anyway, so here are my full-grown pets. Most of them I raised them for fun. Mostly to get ready if I have a neon project or something. Especially my 3 full-grown Irish elks. Yep, they are all full-grown and I only need one more elk to make neon. It is quite important. Also, I have a chart here with the list of all the tasks needed in each rarities. So this is for the common pet. Based on my experience, aging up a common pet usually takes around 2 hours playing Adopt Me straight. Next is the uncommon pet. Usually does takes probably 3.5 hours to full grown. Next is the rare pet. Based on my experience, this usually takes around 5 hours playing Adopt Me straight. Next is the ultra rare. Based on my experience, this takes probably around 7 hours. And finally, the legendary pet. This just really takes around 10 hours. That depends on the task. If your pet always gets the hungry and thirsty task, it would probably make the pet much more fast to age up. I'm not going to make this long any further, so let's go play on a private server. So first things first, I already said this in my How I Make Neon in Adopt Me. If you truly want to age up a pet much faster, you have to be in a private server. As I said, my tips will be based on my experience and others, and mostly they think playing Adopt Me in a private server could definitely speed up the process of your pet aging. Most people believe that if you play Adopt Me on a private server, especially if you're aging up a pet, would speed the aging process, for in a private server your pet will get more tasks than ever. If you notice, sometimes when you're playing on a private server and age up a pet, your pet will get much more thirsty and hungry tasks. Get yourself distracted. So yeah, another way is this. Getting yourself distracted. Well, it is basically understandable that aging up a pet in Adopt Me is for sure is difficult. Like sometimes everybody could get bored and lose their hopes and try to raise their pets in another day. Well, if you're following the playing on a private server tip, you might probably hate it because it's very boring. But there are actually some pretty good ways on how to get yourself distracted and keep on focusing on raising up a pet. Because we all know not all the time our pet will receive a task, and waiting for one is quite boring. Getting distracted and getting yourself entertained actually helps. Anyway, I could share some tips on how I actually get myself entertained in Adopt Me. Okay, so the first way on how we could possibly be out of our boredom is to watch some movies, or maybe series of your favorite show. So you could just watch a movie on your other device or your television, but make sure to keep an eye of your device and see if your pet has any task. Checking your device for every 5 minutes would be enough, although you are quite not following the do the task immediately tip. It's the least you could do to make Adopt Me fun. Another way to be entertained is to listen to music or your favorite tunes. This is what actually makes me occupied most of the time. If you are very bored in Adopt Me, you could listen to your favorite music and vibe it out. So you could just play up your playlist and listen to all your favorite songs. Trust me, it really works. Another one that is very useful as well is to roleplay with your pet. Or roleplay. Well, we all know Adopt Me is not all about just pets, it is all about roleplaying too. If you would love to roleplay and had your mind open ... T would be really quite easy for you to be entertained. I only do this sometimes and it works very good too. You could pretend that you pet talks, just like in some stories, and try to role play with it. Or maybe you could pretend to be some well-known YouTuber and talk about your Adopt Me life. I swear I always do that, lol. Another way to be entertained based on myself is to customize your pet or yourself. Yep, just dress up your avatar. Although the new avatar catalog became more big now, and there's a lot of options to pick. You could just pick some random items and wear it. If you love making fits, it's actually very perfect if you want to be entertained and Adopt Me. Wow, I look so weird. You could also try it with your pet. You could match with this with your avatar. Well, if you love to collect pet wares, or at least have a pet wear, I recommend to dress up your pet. Yep, make different types of outfits and costumes. And once your pet has a task, you could now do it. Aging potions, quite optional. So this is such a basic step and definitely works. Squeal, boost your pet's aging process. The aging potions. Well, right now I have 61 aging potions, so each potion grants 30 tasks of experience to a pet's age. So once you feed your pet a potion, it'll add up 30 XP on your pet, like you're doing 30 tasks your pet as well. There are so many ways to get aging potions right now, despite of it isn't tradable. You could get one by aging up a full-grown pet, or maybe add a bait to your lure. There are some chances for you to get aging potions in the lure. Do task immediately. Spoil your pet. Another way to age up your pet very fast is to do its task immediately. It's like spoiling a pet. Once your pet needs something, you got to need to do it. Actually, if you're playing on private server, it's best to follow this tip, because in a private server your pets will have more hungry and thirsty tasks, and feeding it immediately has a chance for that task to appear again. Also, schedule is also very important. Like, you need to have a watch with you every time it is 30 minutes in the clock, like 12:30 or 12:00. That is where there's camping. I know most players knows about it and some other players just don't get it. So right now, I pet randomly has a bath task, which means my little badger friend is getting a bit stinky. Just try your best. Once you see a task in your pet, make sure you do it. I swear it is very helpful. If you want to do your pet's task immediately as well, I basically recommend building a grinding house. This way, if your pet has a test, it could immediately just teleport to your branding house and do the task immediately as possible. You don't need a big grinding house to grind much faster and Adopt Me. I believe having a small grinding house would be great, because only a few steps then you arrive to your next need. Also, know about the piano in your grinding house. If you're actually new and Adopt Me and didn't know about this, you have to listen, lol. As you can see in my grinding house, I have so many pianos. This is actually a shortcut on Playground. So if your pet gets the Playground task, it's best to buy the piano for easy access. I just put my pet badger in the piano, and now it is doing the Playground task. Unfortunately, the piano is the most expensive thing to have in a grinding house. However, it is still very useful. Anyway, Adopt Me still didn't added more shortcuts, like shortcut in school, salon, or pizza place. So yeah, that's over today guys. Thank you so much for watching. Comment down full grown if you stayed for a chance to be in the shout out to my next video. I'm not going to make this quite long so yeah guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more fun and exciting videos. And yeah, sorry for uploading this quite long. Stay cool and stay safe as always. This is Chevy signing out.